Hey you guys, it's Kristen and Christian and Corey. We wanted to record a video about what we've learned 1 week into parenthood. And today is Saturday. I had Corey last Saturday on March 13th. And also you guys asked us some questions, so we're going to answer those questions as well. So what should we do first? Should we answer the questions first or tell what we learned first?
Let's just answer some of the questions.
Okay, we're gonna answer the questions first. All right, so the first question, we didn't have that many. So the first question was, what's been the hardest adjustment? The hardest adjustment for me has just been about worrying about a person other than myself. That's been my hardest adjustment, just like worrying about a person.
My hardest adjustment right now, I say my only real adjustment like that's I wouldn't say hindering me, but my only adjustment would be having, I gotta like assist Kristen with a couple things because of her stitches and stuff. Other than that, I really have no issues. There's really not an issue, honestly. It's just I gotta do a little bit extra because she can't do everything that she would like to do.
I can't do shit. I hate that. So that's not an adjustment, but it's definitely an issue for me. How did y'all go about having visitors? So right now, not that many people really want to come over anyway. But we have let people come over. What we just do is we've kind of scheduled them throughout the week. And just kind of like, okay, so this person is coming this time, so we can tell this person they can come on this day. And we just kind of space them out that way. Christian bought a air filter thing.
Air
purifier. So it's purifying the air, and we also Lysol everything down, and we ask everybody to wash their hands and hand sanitize before picking her up. But the good thing about her being small is a lot of people don't want to touch her, so it's a lot of people just looking at her and not really touching her. So that's been helpful. But other than that, it's really just been our close family that has come over here. We've only had a few friends that wanted to come. Majority of our friends have told us no, that they're not gonna come. So yeah, it's been pretty easy with the guests. How does it feel being a parent? I don't really feel anything. I just feel worried. It's just like I said, it's like you have to be worried about another person, which is kind of hard for me. I have cried a lot, but other than that, like, I feel like my normal self. I really do.
Yeah, I don't think it's all that crazy right now.
Yeah, it ain't all that crazy right now.
We in the house, so
yeah,
it's just like we got a protocol that we got to do. You know, feed at this around this time. Check her diaper around this time. That's pretty much the routine for her right now. So I don't think that's really a thing until you kind of start like going out into the world.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that I always make a joke about.
I think
it's like we used to taking care of a kid, and then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, it's time for you to go back to your owner, as we'll say. It was like, no, when we leave, she gotta come. So
yeah,
we haven't left yet.
I think the adjustment for me the kick-in for me is when he has to go back to work in 6 weeks, and when I have my 6-week checkup, I feel like that's when it's going to be a thing, or whatever, of like feeling like a real, I guess, feeling the parenting part, because I was like, okay, what's my life going to be like when I started doing my coaching calls and stuff like that? back to doing work on the normal, because she's not going to daycare until she's like 8 or 9 months. So that's going to be a long time of just me adjusting my life with her. And just, just doing work, and him working at night and me working in the daytime. That's just going to be an adjustment. But as of right now, I don't feel anything. I'm just happy to have my baby. Yeah. I love my baby, and I'm just happy to have my baby. That's what I say. Somebody said how to balance it. I'm working, going to school, and have 2 kids, and I have 0 time. I literally became a parent a week ago. I have no clue how to balance shit. I have not experienced being Kristen, the business person, totally yet with having her. I don't think it's gonna be hard for me, because I'm willing to make adjustments and try to figure out how I'm gonna be doing my business life with her. So yeah, I'm if I have to wear her, like baby wear her and stuff like that to get stuff done, and since I've been pregnant, I came into pregnancy ready to develop a routine of how to exactly take care of my child. To take care of my child, to do my business. So I'm ready to get into their routine. So
as far as me, I try to maximize my time as much as possible anyway. So just taking those opportunities when Kristen is doing more to care for her, to get other stuff done or get some rest, or when she's asleep, doing that as well, kind of planning ahead of time, always thinking ahead of time, okay, there's some lower hanging fruit that I can take care of when she sleep for this next hour and a half. I'm gonna knock out some dishes, I'm gonna do a load of clothes or 2 while she's asleep, and then just trying to get the checklist done as best you can with the time that you got.
So the next question is for me. What made you decide breastfeeding wasn't for you? So there are a lot of factors into deciding that breastfeeding was not for me. So I'll tell you, I think 3 of them. That are the major things that stood out for me. The first thing about breastfeeding that's the reason why I said no, is that majority of the women that I talked to said that it was a major contribution to their postpartum depression. Not saying that I won't suffer from postpartum just because I chose not to breastfeed. It was just like, if this is one less thing that I can like bump off of the list that could lead me there, then yes, I know me, and I can't afford a mental break. I personally can't afford a mental break. I suffer from major anxiety. I can literally have a panic attack from like thinking about the color purple. Like I literally just suffer from really bad anxiety, and I just can't afford a mental break right now. And I can't. I don't want to. So that was one of the things that I thought about. 2, I don't think that it fits my lifestyle. What I decide to do business wise is kind of unpredictable some days. I might decide that I want to get up and go to the office. I might decide if we have a photo shoot, I'm really interactive in those things. Preparing for those photo shoots and things like that are very time consuming and also unpredictable. Getting the things and materials together for that. I've just lived a very unpredictable, I can do whatever I want to life, and breastfeeding is a very demanding thing from what I've heard and researched and things like that. It's pretty demanding. So yeah, I just no. So that's why I decided that breastfeeding wasn't for me. And I also that was 2 things. What's the third thing? It's the one thing that I can control. It's the one thing I can control in my suffering. Pregnancy was not ideal for me. It wasn't beautiful for me. I didn't enjoy it per se, like so many other people have or did or whatever. To me, it was like suffering. Labor was suffering. And it doesn't have to be, but that's just what it felt like for me. That's what it was for me. It felt like suffering for me. And also on top of that, this what is this? This recovery process is suffering. This is annoying as hell. So I don't like it. It's suffering, and I just feel like if breastfeeding is the one thing about my body, about this whole entire journey, that I can control. So I'm choosing. Ooh, somebody can wake up. I'm choosing not to do it because it's the one thing that I can control and have a say so when it comes to my body. So those are my 3 of my long list of reasons why I decided not to breastfeed. Which items have you used for postpartum healing? So I'm going to do a post about my postpartum healing stuff that I've done thus far, probably on Monday or Tuesday, so look out for that then. But it's been a lot of stuff. I'm trying different stuff, and I'm going to try some different stuff this week, so I'm going to wait to tell y'all about that. Do y'all have a schedule like one takes day shift and one takes night shift?
That was the plan.
That was a plan, but it's just been meshed. I did not think.
Kinda.
Yeah, I didn't think that I was gonna be this disabled. So Christian has really been doing like everything. I am a baby father with visitation rights. That's how I feel. Like I hate that I can't do as much. Like my boobs hurt so much. Like laying her on my chest hurts because my boobs hurt so bad. I'm trying to drop this milk. So that's, but it's kind of a thing, but it's not really a thing. I let him sleep or whatever.
So right now I'm kind of mid to later through the day. I'll get a nap in.
Yeah.
Where she is taking care of things. I always get up before her.
Yeah, he gets up before me.
So I got early mornings. But when I go back to work, naturally, it'll be on her late nights because I'll be at work.
Yeah.
Then when I get home, I'll be taking care of it. So it's kind of like some adjustments, but fairly not so strict or not so concrete of a routine.
Yeah.
But it's still like a.
We try to go to bed at the same time. But even when we go to bed, so like last night, for example, I knew that he hadn't gotten I knew he didn't get his nap. So normally, like when we go to bed at the same time, if she starts crying or anything, I'll wake Chris up to do whatever she needs. But last night I did it because I knew he didn't get his nap. Even though last night your girl was in pain, y'all. She was in pain, but I still did it. So last night I tried not to bother him at all about anything that she needed and stuff like that. I'm just trying to be considerate, especially with me having to ask him for so much stuff during the day. The girl's just trying to be considerate. That's it. So yeah. And our last question is, was having a doula beneficial? It was super duper beneficial to me. I learned so much from Kayla. Kayla needed it. Everything, period. Like, I needed Kayla so badly throughout this whole entire process. I needed it. Let's just say that. I needed it. I needed the whole entire thing. So, having her as my second support person, just giving birth was everything. I don't think I would have been able to do it with just Chris. He was definitely helpful, but Kayla is just so the things that she taught us, I wouldn't have known by myself. So yeah, having a doula was definitely beneficial. So.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, during the labor and delivery process, it was for sure helpful. I think I did a really good job, but even still, when Kayla came in, I immediately saw some things that, like she said, I just didn't know what to do, or I couldn't explain to her what she was experiencing and how to alleviate certain things versus this person with all this experience of having children / other educational things. That helped. Like the teamwork that we had, I definitely think made it a easier thing for Kristen as much as it could be. So Yeah.
So now to what we have learned thus far since 1 week of parenthood. I would say that some of the things that I've learned is that this shit is definitely for me. I don't know, like I don't. Chris is gonna say otherwise, I think, but this is very challenging. This is super duper challenging. Like I be crying all the time, and I don't know. Maybe it's just my hormones and stuff like that or whatever. But I cry so much. Like yesterday, we felt like there was something wrong with her. I was just crying because I didn't know what was wrong with her. But like, I feel like it's super duper challenging, and I just this recovery shit. I want y'all to know it sucks like big time. Ass and titties, I don't like it. But other than that, like it is a pretty. It's what I've learned is like literally there's no other experience that compares to this shit. That's what I've learned. I've learned that people are inconsiderate as fuck. Like I think that having a child is like one of the most, biggest things of women's lives, and people can be super duper inconsiderate to that. They don't give a damn. I've learned that people can also find this moment to be super duper special as well. And babies can bring people together. I like that. But it's just an experience, and it can definitely be a challenging one. So that's what I've learned, that it can be definitely challenging and things like that. And I also learned that there are gadgets and products out here that are being made every day that can help make baby life so much more enjoyable / easy. And I think that people should research and take advantage of them, because I'm so grateful that I researched my ass off about different gadgets and things that are out here. Because, we haven't not used them, but I'm going to say that they work. I'm going to say that the time machine works. I'm going to say that the snoo works. I'm going to say that all these things work that we've been using to just make our baby life a lot easier.
I can assume so with that, because I'm enjoying them at least.
Yeah,
so.
I enjoy the stuff, and I enjoy all of this stuff that we use. So, like we're gonna do another video about all the stuff that we use probably in a month in, to just like tell y'all like our experiences and stuff with it, and tell y'all. But so far within this week, it's been a really good week with these gadgets and stuff that really have been helping. Which I think that a lot of parents go into, thinking, oh, my baby's not going to sleep through the night. Oh, my baby's not going to sleep at all. It's going to be super duper tiring. I don't feel like it's been super duper tiring because of her. I feel like it's been super duper tiring because we chose not to sleep. Not because she kept us up. We chose not to sleep. And that's where, it can get super duper tiring, because the gadgets that we use have been working. So it's been pretty good over here with the gadgets. So I just
even with that, it's just understood you gotta wake up every few hours.
Yeah.
Just to make sure she is dry or it's time for her to eat. So getting up every 2 to 4 hours is getting up every 2 to 4 hours. So like that's gonna be semi annoying in itself, but that has nothing to really do with her like crying or anything. Mm-hmm. It's just like I gotta not wanting to roll out of the bed simply because you don't want to roll out of the bed. I'm not necessarily just like exhausted. I just didn't want to get out the bed. But you get out, you take care of the business, and if you like me, you can fall back asleep fairly fast. So it's really no problem. It's just get the routine down, get it efficient so you can get the job done fast, so you can get back to sleep if you're still tired.
What have you learned?
I have learned that this fourth trimester, as some people call it, should be taken seriously. It should be more information given to people about that. process, because a lot of people think, especially if you don't have like a C-section, then
You should be
after
good.
a few days, yeah, you should just be good and kind of able to do what you used to do after your body recovers. But the assumption is that recovery is super fast, and it's not. It's some other parts of it that I've seen people hint at in the past, and now that we're experiencing, it's like, oh, okay, this is what they were talking about, but they weren't being as graphic or detailed about what it is.
That's one thing that I hate about pregnancy. Everything that's related to pregnancy, people act like it's a secret. How you feel, this, that, and the third. Like, people feel like it's a secret, and that's why I feel like I'm going to share as much as I possibly can about my experience, because why is it a secret? Why is it this hush-hush? Like, no, absolutely not, because I just wish that I was told a little bit more about this fourth trimester, like he said, because this is hell on wheels. Like, it is not beautiful. It's not cute. It's not
Some
it.
people might not do that though, just to not, because they don't want to deter people from.
Yeah, I know people might not want to deter people from pregnancy, but I would have felt a little bit better just to, just know a little bit about it. Also, I don't know if my body is reacting to it this way because I've never been injured in my life. Like, I've never been injured. I've literally nothing has ever happened to me. I've never broken a leg. I've never sprained my ankle. The most I've done is fall. And that's really it. Like, I've scraped some skin off of me. So I've never had a major surgery or anything like that. Like, the most I've done is get my wisdom teeth pulled, and that is it. So this is just something else for my body completely. Like, my whole entire body is sore. My stitches are hurting. I also, what was I about to say? I am someone who's always paid very close attention to her vagina, and this is causing me not to do my vagina upkeep that way that I normally would have. So that's a thing for me. Like, it's just a lot that's just going on that I just wasn't really prepared for, nor do I like. So that's just the fourth trimester is just probably the biggest thing that just irritates the shit out of me about it, the whole entire thing, because it's just irritating because I can't do what I want to do when it comes to my baby. Like, I can't, like, to get off this couch is difficult, like, all of it, because I don't want to scoot on my stitches, because where my stitches are, they aren't where the typical person's stitches are. Like, normally a person would get stitches like right in the middle. My stitches are over here on the side on my actual top of my labia. So if I scoot right now, like if I scoot off the couch to get off the couch, I'm basically scooting on my stitches, which is painful. So most people get an episiotomy, which is a cut to, let in more room and space to let the baby come out. But I just spread wide and tore. So there was a different type of stitches that I needed. But anyway, so yeah, it hasn't been super duper difficult. It's been a fun week for sure. I love my child so much. The love that, they said that you instantly get, it'll start hitting or whatever. I felt like I was supposed to feel some kind of specialness or something, like, maybe some little magic. Bing. I was supposed to feel that, but I love my child. Like, I love my child. So that's
you feel like a little different thing, like when you would like smell her like you do.
I smell the hell out of my baby. I smell the shit out of my baby.
I can feel a little something when I do something like that, like a little tingly.
You feel tingly from smelling her?
A little tingly feeling, like if I give her like a kiss on the side of her head or something. Like, this feels a little different.
You sound like a child predator. What are you talking about?
What you mean it feel like? That's super weird. You just made that super weird.
No, what are you saying?
A feeling ain't gotta be a sexual feeling.
Oh, okay. No, not like that. No, I wouldn't say it like that. Okay.
That's literally what you just said.
No, not like that.
You said a predator. That's what.
No, not like that. That's not what I meant. Like, finish. But anyway. Okay, well, go ahead, dear daddy. Because Christian's saying this. Every time somebody asks Christian about this, he's like, I'm ready, I'm prepared.
that's the other part I was gonna get to about my experience. This is, well, I mean, honestly, what I knew already, but people try to tell you what you don't know because the kid ain't yours. Like you can't pretty much raise a child for the most part in an environment. Yeah, it's not the hardest thing in the world to do.
Not.
And some people will probably watch this and be like, "Oh, you just wait, such and such and such." Like
I hate it.
Like issues aren't expected to happen. Like we know the teething process. We know how fevers go. We know some things can be frustrating, but that doesn't mean that it's just like that I'm supposed to lose my mind over it. I acknowledge the things. I know that there's going to be some things I can't control if I go through the process or the checklist of, okay, this didn't work, let's try this didn't work, let's try that. And there's some things where it's just simply, you can't really control this and you got to wait it out, or you got to hand her off to somebody and let them try their methods and see what you can do to make the child comfortable. And it's, some people think you're supposed to just like pull your hair out at some point. And you don't gotta be there.
And me and Christian decided like early on, you know, that that's not what this is gonna be. Like we're not gonna make raising her suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna make it where it's just the most terrible thing in the world, or that it's so hard for us. We're gonna choose to deal with this, with raising her and the challenges that come with being a new parent and stuff like that. We're gonna take that stuff and be logical as possible, and also be solution driven, which is something that we've been when it comes to basically everything.
Yeah, like people saying your kid, it's gonna be hard to put them down, or you just put them down.
So we just,
this is the most that I've held her,
right?
Because we on this video for the most part, but she won't be one of them. She won't be a baby that want to be held all the time, because when she falls asleep,
we put
she
her
goes
down
to the crib.
Yeah, we put her in the crib. For her nap, she's in the crib, and for her nights, she's in the snoo.
She won't be. She's gonna be in y'all bed. She has not touched the bed.
We put her in the bed for like pictures or change her real quick, but she has not been in our bed. And that's been like the biggest thing. People told us, y'all just wait, she gonna be in y'all bed.
A month is gonna go by and she will not
be in the bed. And that's the thing or whatever. It's all, and I tell people all the time or whatever, it's all about what you value and what's important to you and what matters to you. Because what mattered and what was important to us might not be a thing for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things that me and Christian value is our rest and our sleep, because we need it, because we are busy people. We do multiple things. And it was just a decision that we made in the beginning that, you know, she can't be in our bed controlling us. She's not going to run us. Like a lot of people say, oh, y'all just wait. Your baby's going to run you. Your baby's going to run you. Not our baby. We are the parents. We are the parents. We make the decisions here. And I can understand why somebody would hold their baby from, you know, coming home, straight home from their, you know, with having their baby and stuff like that. But we chose that immediately when she got home, that she was going to be put down in her bassinet and or crib. And that is what happened. I took my ass to sleep and he put her in her crib. And we have a routine. Naps in the crib, bedtime in the snoo. And it just makes it easier. And also, I've done a lot of research prior to having her. We haven't taken the taking care of babies class yet, but that's something that's on our to-do list. And just researching from people who have taken the taking care of babies class, just, you know, seeing what they've said and things like that. I've picked up on those things and I put them into our routine of things that we're going to do, so that she could not sleep in our bed and that she couldn't control us and things like that. So she's a very good sleeper. So far, like I said, it's only been a week, and you know, we are going to experience some different things as it goes on. But one thing that I was really determined to be is to not let this parenting thing be something that was being controlled by an infant. Like, that's insane to me. So it's just really all about what you value and what's important to you and how you want to do things. Don't think because if you're a parent, or about to be a new parent and you're pregnant right now, don't think that your baby's going to take over your life because somebody said it is. That's your choice. Like, that is totally up to you. You can choose whether or not your baby runs you and controls you. The baby does not choose that for you. You control that. That's one of the things that I have definitely learned. You control that. Like, the baby does not control you. You control that. You put those things down and in place for your child. And babies like routines. They need routines. And once you just have established a routine with the baby's gonna adjust. The baby has no choice to adjust to the routine because they know nothing else. So the routine helps them maneuver through life the way that they should. So it's up to you to decide what's gonna happen with the baby. Not what somebody told you. If you just let loose and just let it do what it do, then, of course your baby's going to run you because she's going to be making the routine for you that she needs, or he or she needs. So, yeah. Well, that's it. That's what we learned, and those, we answered the questions that you guys asked us. We'll be doing more different videos. Like I said, I really want to inform as many people about my pregnancy, my recovery as I can, and just parenthood and just thoughts and stuff like that in general. It has been, like I said, an awesome week, and you guys have really been pouring into me and wanting to know this, that, and the third. And I just want to make sure that I continue to update you guys of exactly what's going on with me and everything that's going on. So y'all stay tuned for more content, videos, and everything that we're going to do. I haven't decided yet if this is going on YouTube, but if it is, like, comment, and subscribe. If it's just going on Instagram TV, just like, comment, and share it with someone.